Game Clique.
Well, my recommendation is possibly not one of the oldest games, but I think for what it is, it's been running for forever. It's The Sims, of course. I believe originally launched in 99 or 2000.
Sounds right.
But of course, I'm talking about The Sims 4, and I believe that launched in 2014, I think. Yeah. Cool. I mean, where do I start? I don't think it's one of those titles that people don't know. It's either you definitely know what it is and you play it and you love it, or you know what it is and you think it's silly or whatever. I've been playing it since 2000. So since it has been a game, I've been playing it. If not watching somebody older than me play it, then playing it myself. So I've gotten, 20 some odd years at this point.
So I think it's... I was just going to say, I think it's timely that you brought it up because EA, Electronic Arts, the people who publish The Sims, they basically announced that they're not working on a Sims 5, that they're just going to still just keep adding stuff to The Sims.
Which is, I mean, it divides people. For me, I'm excited. I've actually kind of been ready for The Sims to just die. Like, I'm ready for it to be over. Free me, please. There is another game on the market coming out, Paralyzed, that has been kind of pacing at EA's butt about this. I mean, I think it's just one of those things where this is a franchise that's been running forever. We got The Sims 1 through 3 in the span of 2000 to 2012. And then The Sims 4 has been running since 2014. Like, this is the longest they've been running with it. And I mean, I could shade EA all day long, but I mean, it's very much just a cash grab at this point. And as a marketer, a business person, I'm not mad at them. Make your money, whatever. But as an original player, I am eventually just going to get bored and find something else to do. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it will happen eventually. Although it's a game with no ending, it's just a life sim. I will probably just peter out.
Yeah. I wanted to hear what both of y'all had to say about The Sims 4, because I know y'all both were like really heavily into it. I have not played a Sims game, like literally, I've not had my hands on a Sims game since maybe 2.
Yeah.
So
when it was good.
When it was the best.
When it was good. When it was at the top of its game.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It was. It had... Yes, open world, like characters with long-standing storylines. So you've got, let's say the Landgrabs, for example. Like, they are OG Sims family. Like, the Landgrabs are the rich family. They own everything. And they proliferated all of the games until Sims 4. Like, I think the main issue with The Sims 4 is that all of these fun original characters, the Goths, Bella Goth, the whole saga of Bella Goth just got thrown out of the window. So Bella Goth is a... matriarch of the Goth family. So the way The Sims starts up is you move into this neighborhood. The original Sims, you couldn't even leave your house. So you were in a neighborhood with these original families. They were the only people you knew and had contact with, but you were stuck in your house. As The Sims progressed through The Sims 3, you go out into your neighborhood and travel and get in cars and go see your neighbors. But Bella's story from 1 to 3 is, she's matriarch of the Goth family, just existing. Something happens and she disappears. And then the second The Sims 2 comes out and it's where's Bella Goth? Nobody knows what happened to Bella Goth. By the time you play The Sims and you visit the Goth family, you talk to her husband Mortimer, I believe, and occasionally he'll tell you something, oh, I miss Bella. You do that character, you talk to characters, they tell you the same thing over, but you could find out what happened to her. You find out I think she was taken by aliens is what happened.
Yes. Oh, the Lord is juicy.
Yeah, I think she was taken by aliens.
It's juicy.
She gets brought back in The Sims 3. So The Sims 3 comes out and it's like, oh, well, Bella's back. But something's a little off with Bella. And it's just, and that's not even all of it. You've got the Caliente family with the sisters that are like just the wildest. They're just wild redhead party girls. Like, just one of them sleeps with the mom's boyfriend. It becomes
yes.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I do know the Lord. I know the Lord. It is juicy. Like, what the mom of Caliente started dating Bella Goff's daughter's
That's what it was.
fiance because it's Don Lothario, and then Bella went missing from Don Lothario's roof. Why was she on the rooftop with Don?
Don Lothario, that's what it was. She got kidnapped by aliens, but not from her own house. So everybody was like, why was she over there?
Why was she at her daughter fiance house? Then you got the Calientes rumored to be somewhere with them. Out in The Sims 3 what really was up with them. And then one of them dates Bella's brother, trying to get him out of here because Bella comes from a rich family too. So
it's a mess. And it proliferates and it goes and it bled into other games. So for a hot minute there, I think around the Sims 2 era, EA did console games. So The Sims does still have a console, but it wasn't really a life sim. It had a storyline. So my favorite is Busting Out. And that one is basically you are a 20-something living with your mom and she's like, get the hell out, get a job. And that's basically the game, is you have to get out and get a job. And you live everywhere in town and help everyone in town get things back. Nobody in town's paying their bills. So Malcolm Landgraf took all their stuff back. Repo Man comes through and repos people's homes. They lean on you to, through your job and your money, help them get their stuff back. And once you do that, you level up in your job, you move someplace new. You do this a couple times until you basically become Malcolm Landgraf. You get rich, you've done all the jobs, you live in the mansion, but everybody owes you stuff and money. So it like loops all the way back around to now you were like, well, crap, do I take everybody's stuff back? Because like y'all owe me money. Like, but it was so engaging and fun. And like now it's just been stripped down to the life sim part. And they're doing, I think, pretty good at that. Like the games they're putting out, like what was it, My Marriage Stories or something, and now it's Life Stories. So like they're really trying to bring really good like life storytelling devices into the game. But I don't know, I miss the raunch. They're trying to make it family friendly is the problem. The game was never for children.
No. I definitely
not at all.
I do my own save file with it because I just hate that there's no lore anymore for The Sims 4. And it's just like everything that made, like you said, everything that Sims 2. We were living.
Perfect.
And the Sims 4 kind of stripped all the lore. It's like on an alternate timeline now. It's like, they don't have any they don't start any pre-existing relationships like they used to have.
Yeah, they try. Like some neighborhoods will have interesting little stories. Like one of the more recent ones was like really flat. The marriage one that came out. These two families live in this new world, but one of the families is like, oh, big in florals because it's the wedding world, and the other one is like, oh, well, we're like the music family or whatever, and it's like, what did that have to do with anything? And it was like somebody's aunt or uncle had beef somewhere a couple generations back. Like it was so weak. It was just weak is what it is.
Oh, it's like the Monties and the Caps from Sims 2.
How did y'all get all this? Like, I guess it was because like I was so young at the time. All I was doing was like tricking my Sims into going to the bathroom and then deleting the door. Like I wasn't really like.
I think that's the part that everybody is trying to drill in. I think people are like, oh, you play The Sims. That's not and it's like, well, technically, I mean, it is a game in a way. It's a life sim. It's always been that way. But at its core, at its inception, 1 through 3, there was a lore to play through. There were things you were actively doing. You weren't just building houses and dressing up Sims and, playing house. You were like solving mysteries. You know what? I take that back. The Sims 4 gave us a taste of what they used to be in. I think the Strangerville expansion pack.
Game pack?
Art.
That was worth it. Well worth the 20. It was a game pack, not an expansion pack.
Yeah, it was.
It could have been. It could have been a expansion pack. Like some of these expansion packs could have been game packs.
Falling so flat. Like, to give you some context on Strangerville, because we're just chatting back at each other. So basically, this pack introduced a desert town that's being overrun by alien plant life. It is your job moving into this town, if you so choose. You can move into the town and do nothing about the alien plant if you don't care. But if you move into this town, do something about the plant. And essentially, you have to solve the mystery of this plant that is taking over this desert town. Like, it turns Sims into these really creepy, like, it's so gross. Like, it can curse Sims in town. It can curse your Sim by accident if you mess up and do something crazy. Of course, none of this is permanent because cozy game, you can always just do what you want. But basically, you go through, you talk to like conspiracy theorists. And like, if you really pay attention, there's like CIA dudes following you around, like dudes in suits, men in black. It's crazy. And you talk to scientists and they help you figure things out. There's a lot on the game that's basically just this old broken down science facility. You go through that and find clues, and I mean, I could just give it all away because you can look it up. The plant that they end up unveiling is like the mother plant alien is the coolest thing I've ever seen, and kind of the first time I saw it screamed at my computer screen. It was hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just, it was so engaging. Like, it gave you something to just be like, okay, here's my little mundane story or whatever I've come up with. Let's go do this thing that gives me a guided storyline to play through.
So, all right, y'all have literally, like I've said, y'all have sold me on the stuff that y'all have talked about already, but I'm legit, like, while you're talking, I'm looking up, like, how to get it.
Honestly, I calculated how much my game was worth because I have all of the packs and almost all the kits. Yeah. I know. That's how they get you. The expansion with the kits and stuff like that is so bad. They're like, oh, $5, and then you look and you're like, oh, my game is literally worth $2,500.
Yeah, if not more.
That's how much stuff it is. It has a lot of stuff.
It depends on too if you bought them on sale or how long did you wait. Like, I've been buying them since the game launched, so every time something came out, I was buying a pack. So you have people now that have maybe just started. So they're just like buying an expansion pack here or there as they go. They're on sale. They discount. Nah, baby, I was shelling out $40 every time. $40, $25, $40, $25. They only just started doing them $5 packs like a year ago.
Yeah. Okay. But the Sims though always goes, the actual core game always goes on sale. What I saw was for $5 one time. I said, so EA, run me my money.
I bought it for like 3 people.
Well, the base game is now free.
Yeah.
Yeah, the base game is free.
Empty. Like, if you log into base game with everything we're telling you, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
I play with mods. I know we were talking a little earlier that you play a very vanilla game. I play with mods. I need chaos in my life. I used to play with this mod called the Extreme Violence mod because, just for storyline, not because I wanted to. Yeah, but
it's good.
You have base mental. I'm not going to say what that is, but people can partake and become empires in, the lettuce world, maybe. Snow.
Breaking Bad? What is happening?
You can. You can, yeah. With the mods of the game, I always play with mods. I like to really expand that. That's why my game is always broken.
So the mods that I always see on my side of Twitter, I don't want to expose my side of Twitter. But the mods, you already know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
I follow the Gooners.
I don't use them. I mean, I don't know what they do, my guy.
I play with it. I do.
Not to say that I'm partaking in that, but I'm trying to have representation of all the people out there. We got to talk about it for the Gooners.
But here's yes, while people use that mod for that, it does have a core base that is very helpful and useful to that game, and they do have a tamer one. That if you stream, I would suggest going with Wonderful Whims.
Yeah. Not the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Not the other one.
Same people.
Yeah, they're not the same.
I want that one.
No. I mean, it's just like
Sims are prone to doing shit without you telling.
Yeah.
So that's part of what makes mods so much fun. Like, I definitely understand the appeal of them because Sims will do. I have panned the camera over and been like, what? Like, they do whatever they want. So with the addition of mods that give them more human interactions to have, especially with things like substances and all that like you look down out into the neighborhood and see other Sims doing wild stuff in public. Like it turns your game into this like it looks like so much. It does look like so much fun. I'm definitely missing out.
I do it with a lot of filters, because if not, like you said, you're just like, did you?
Are y'all on the park in front of the children? Yeah.
Or like, did you just snip something? I didn't put that in your inventory.
It's a mess, a whole mess.
I'm doing a lot of filters. You can filter it out to where, and it does have a little pop up where it's like Bella Goth and Mortimer having some fun.
I love it.
Now I'm excited. So now I basically gotta play it on PC because I gotta get the mods, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Full effect is PC. That's another big argument in the community of like how I don't want to say harder the game is to play on a console, although I think it's harder. I mean it was a PC game at its heart, at its core, so that's just what it does. So yeah, PC definitely.
Building is definitely better on PC. I think one thing that console was good at with the Sims, like you said, busting out the herbs, like stuff like that.
Oh, the herbs. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's the one I remember, the herbs. Right.
Yeah, I had that on a DS.
Like
barely still working. Yeah.
Had on DS and PS2.
Yes.
So Reese, you played it on console before? Like you played it with a controller before. So how does it feel? That's what I was curious about because I can't imagine playing The Sims without a mouse.
Right.
No, it's like something that you really have to master.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is, if you're used to playing on the console, you can get used to it, but like the controls are different than a game like the herbs where you are in this one place. When the Sims 4 is such expanded now on console that you can go anywhere, but
the camera controls, I think, is really what it is. You have to be guide a Sim.
Camera controls like PC.
Yeah, you have to be able to guide a Sim and click for them to do something. So since I have it up on my screen now, like it's just easier with a computer because I'm like, yo, click, walk here, click, do this. Whereas with a console, you have to go over, find the thing, click the thing, tell them to do the thing, find your, and like it just, yeah, too much work.
Damn.
Better on PC.
I am so into this, man. Y'all might have reignited my spark. Like it's crazy.
Nothing to say for character design. Houses, I've gotten so good at decorating houses, disgusting. Some people play The Sims only to build houses. They don't play actual Sims, just build houses all day long. Like it's incredible.
I love those people. I go right on my gallery. Because again, I like to play. I download a blank save. And I build my own, like I make my own NPCs. It takes forever. So me with a new save takes forever. At least a week of just world building. Because of course you're replacing houses, you're replacing families, you're giving them lore, you're doing that.
It's so much. Yeah.
I suggest a bare bones new save.
But now they have prompts too. So I did notice that. So as a veteran player, the prompts are annoying. I don't need no prompts. Leave me alone. But like as a new gamer, you can go in, create your own sim, and then like pick things to play. So they've kind of like set save files and worlds that you can plop your own sim in and then play through things, or play the Sims they already have set for you. Like right at the loading screen, it's like you can play your save however you want. Or, hey, try this new thing we have. There's a help this Sim become friends with their neighbors, or help these two Sims that think they want kids figure out how they're going to do that. Like, you can just do that and kind of feel the game out as a new player. But I mean, I still think all the joy is make yourself. Like, that's my thing. I always make me first and then just jump in.
What about Is there a multiplayer aspect now? Is there any way to engage with anybody else that's playing the game? Or is it straight up single player?
Single player?
I'm curious to see if they ever integrate that, because I think this is the one thing that The Sims is missing, like some hub. Well, I guess I don't know how you'd even do it, because you don't control your people, right?
You control your household.
Okay.
So you can households, and then you can control who lives there.
Yeah.
So like, if I put myself in the game, I control me. But if I get a boyfriend and move him into my house, I can control him now. Or I can just go out to this house and go play him for a while. So you can like leave your sim and go do other stuff.
Got you. Okay.
I'll tell you. Then it's so easy to spend 8 hours on there, like, and feel like you've not done anything. I'm being generous. I am.
Yeah.
Because you said how many hours you had. I was like, I'm almost there.
Oh my gosh, man. I got it.
It is too many.
Not for Sims 4. But if we combine all of them, I'm scared.
That's what I wish I had, is my counter from when The Sims 4 came out. Mm-hmm. My current counter is only counting as far back as I want to say 2018. Because I'm missing 5 years of playtime, and Lord knows it's probably so many.
Because they took it from Origin to EA.
Yeah. Dear Lucia rolls over.
It says I have.
Because I've been tricking the system. The Mac that I run my game on doesn't need to be updated, so I'm not forced into EA. I'm still running on Origin, and they can never kick me off it because my system's old.
I have 3,979 hours and 52 minutes. Please.
Nice.
So,
what? That's so good. Mine was too high. I double checked it. I'm at 14,722.
I am. Especially with my game being broken, I feel like I'm about to put in those hours now. I deleted 79 gigabytes of CC.
That's crazy.
Like, they were like, girl, you can't even put this in the recycling bin. Stop.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a good organization, because I don't. I've had to just delete the whole folder and start over. It's like, just cry about it later. Start over.
That's happened to me way too many times. So I do organize my folder by the mods, because I play with so many mods, I have to remember to keep them updated.
Yeah. So they don't break your game, right?
They still break my game. My game, I don't even have my mods. The only mod I'm playing with right now is MC Command Center. I can't not play with that game. With that mod, I can't not play with MC Command Center. So that's the only mod I'm playing with now, and I'm slowly moving back my my cast CC, because I'm an alpha CC girly, and I have so much of it.
I have some
alpha CC. I do love the I am learning to appreciate the art of Max's Match now.
Yay. Because I definitely get the realism thing, because The Sims 3 was closer to realism, and it looked pretty cool. I booted that up a couple months ago, and I was like, this actually did look pretty dope. It's not as good as Sims 4. I think people should let that go, but it looks cool.
Yeah, no, I have to. Playing with Alpha CC, though, the randomly generated townies that you get, you're like, his name is Brock, and he has these muscles, and then he got a 30-inch bust down wig on.
What?
I do have lace fronts in my game.
The stuff
with it's like his name is Brock. He has 30-inch bust down and combat boots on and green shorts, and you're like, okay,
booty shorts at that.
Like, and then it's just like,
with the fuck me pumps.
And
for the CC clothes be like, what do you mean gender?
And again, I don't. They're, I'm sure.
Sounds like me in my Halloween costume. Did you see that?
I did not.
I didn't post it on Instagram. I only posted it on. I was trying to be Roman Reigns. Right? Are you familiar with who Roman Reigns is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how hard did you fail at that for it to not look like it?
The wig was $10.
Okay, that's
No, you should have got like
I tried to
a synthetic curly. I would have let you borrow one of mine.
I shouldn't. I didn't know. I thought all wigs were created equal. I thought you would just like.
The disrespect.
I thought it was.
I've never worn a wig in my life except for cosplay, and that's still disrespectful.
Me subconsciously grabbing my legs, like, what?
I was like, what is happening? I wetted it, and then like the water just rolled off of it. It didn't like get wet. It's
synthetic.
Oh, it was that plastic synthetic. Yeah.
I didn't have a yaki. It was just straight up.
So you just looked real crazy.
Yes, I did. I for real did.
Yeah. Talking about some Roman, bro. Roman, who? Where?
People got it. Like, I think people were just being nice. They were just being nice to me.
Nothing wrong with it. A time was had. As long as a time was had, you did.
Oh, you tried.
Okay. We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A for effort.